Postman Introduction, right? Hit the APIs manually in the Postman, right? Now, Postman is a API testing tool, right? API testing tool for manual and automation. For API manual and automation. Download the Postman. Firstly, we need to download the Postman. Go to Google, then download Postman. For Windows, 64-bit or 32-bit, depending upon your system requirement, right? Download. This is the exe file. You can see executable file, right? Download the exe file of the Postman. Download the exe file of the Postman and click on it. Then next, next, and finish. That's it, right? Hanji, clear to everyone? Window 64-bit. This is the link. Now, once you will download the Postman, you will get this app in your system. I'm cleaning everything, right? I'm cleaning everything from Postman. Let me remove the things. Let me delete the things so that I can show everything from scratch. I'm removing from here. I'm deleting everything, right? I'm deleting everything. Right? I will show everything from scratch. You will get this kind of window, right? After launching the Postman, you will get this kind of window. Now, there is a concept of collection in Postman. What do you mean by collection? What do you mean by collection? Collection is similar to the folder, right? Collection is used for grouping the test cases, the API test cases. It is similar to the package. It is similar to the package in Java. Collection is a container, we can say. Hanji, clear to everyone? What is the benefit of collection? Let me explain. What is the benefit of collection? For example, benefit of collection. For example, you have 10 API test cases of feature 1. You have 10 more test cases, 10 more API test cases of feature 2. How you will differentiate? How you will differentiate? How you will differentiate? Collection 1 for 10 APIs test cases of feature 1. Collection 2, 10 API or 20 or 12 API test cases of feature 2. For example, I have API November batch. I have API Jan batch. How I will differentiate? I will create a collection of this batch. I will create a collection of this batch, right? Now, how we will create the collection? Postman. Here you have a option plus create new collection. You can rename it. You can go here and rename. I'm giving API Jan batch collection. Clear? Clear to everyone? Here we will add the test cases. Here click on 3 dot. Right click here, add request. Now rename your request. rename your request test case 1 underscore. Okay, before that,
No,
no,
sir.
no.
No.
So before
No, sir.
hitting the API test case, we have to decide which HTTP method we want to hit. Who will tell? Dev team will tell which HTTP method we have to use. For example, as per HTTP standard, if I want to insert a record, we will use post method. Which method?
Post.
Insert
Post method.
record.
Post method.
If we want to fetch the information, fetch the record, we will use which method?
Get method.
Get.
Get method. If we want to update the record,
Create
we will
method.
Put
use
method.
put
Put.
and fetch
Create.
method.
Batch.
If we want to delete a record, we will use
Delete.
Delete method.
delete method. Right? Post similar to the insert query. Database, which query?
Insert.
Insert query. For inserting a record. Get similar to the select query. Which query?
Select query.
For fetching the records.
Record.
Put patch similar to the
Update.
which
Update
update query. For updating the
Records.
records. Delete similar to the
Delete query.
delete query. For deleting the
Record.
record. Clear to everyone? Insert the record for one of the API student. I need to give first name, last name, ID. That is the mandatory key. That is the mandatory key. Right? It is similar to the primary key in DB database. Designation. I'm giving designation as well, and the course time and course type. So all this information I want to insert. Right? Now, firstly, we have to start the JSON server. Go to CMD, JSON hyphen server hyphen watch. This was the file. It was the name of the file. So this is our URI. Yes, copy this URI. Go to your Postman. Here you need to paste the URI. Which method? Which method?
Post method.
Post method. Now go to the body. Go to the body. Tick on the body and tick on the row. Tick on the row. Now curly braces. What is the information? First name in double quotes. In the real time, who will give this body data?
Developer will give.
Developer.
Developer. I'm giving the information here for example, I'm hitting the record for Ravneet Kaur. Ravneet, mute color please. Everyone. Last name colon Kaur comma ID in small letter. ID key that is in small letter small, and here Ravneet comma designation testing engineer comma course type what she is doing full stack automation and comma. Okay, we can give till here. Now, how I will validate? How I can validate my JSON is correct or not?
Uh,
Copy it
we can
lint.com.
Yes.
Paste. My JSON is correct or not? See,
Yeah, correct, sir.
correct. Now, type of body data is this? Which type of body data is this? Instead of
JSON,
text,
JSON,
JSON.
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 Select here JSON. Select here JSON. Now, click on the beautify as well for alignment only. Beautify. This is for only alignment. Now,
Okay.
in case of post request, which HTTP status code will come?
201.
Yes, 201. 201. See, click on the which button? Save it.
Thanks.
Control S. Control S. Control S. Save it. Send. What is the status code we are getting?
201.
201. Check in your JSON file. Check inside everyone. Now, firstly, check. A record has been inserted. Yes or no? Yes or no? Go to the Postman. Let me insert one more record. If I'm adding same ID, same duplicate ID, see, it is allowing. Yes or no?
No.
No.
No. What we need to do? We primary key should be primary key
Different.
always
Unique.
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 will be always unique. So here we need to change the ID value. I'm giving Ravneet Kaur.
1.
One more record inserted. See, yes or no?
Yes.
See in the file. See inside file. Yes or no? Two record has been inserted. For example, I'm removing ID from here. You can see. Click on the send button. It has auto inserted ID. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
You can see in the first record, second record, and this is the third record. Where ID?
Yes, sir.
Who has inserted the ID? JSON
System.
server.
JSON server.
JSON server.
I will make a diagram as well. A good diagram I will make. HTTP method. Which HTTP method we are hitting? Then request body will go or not. Proper I will explain. Data
Response.
in URI. HTTP status code and query. Which query? SQL query and HTTP response body. Now let me discuss one by one. Firstly, we have discussed post method. Request body will go yes. Data in URI no. Means you can see here complete URI we are giving only. Right? Status code 201. Response body yes it is coming. Query which query?
Query. This
Insert.
is insert.
Insert.
Now let me get all. Request body will go no. Data in URI no
Yes.
because we are fetching no because we are
No.
fetching all the records 200. Response body will come yes it will come. Which query?
Is select. Okay.
Select add request, rename it tc2 underscore get all request. Now copy the URI and here which method I will select?
Already get is there. Get.
Get. Yes. Save it, Control S, click on the send button. we are fetching, we are getting all the records. Yes. How many records we have inserted? 3 records. All the 3 records are coming. Yes or no?
Yes.
Everyone. And what is the status code we are getting?
200.
200. Get particular means filtration. What we are doing here?
Filtering.
Filtering. Request body? No. Now, data in URI? Yes. It can be query parameter, or we have discussed about, I will discuss practically today. Query or path.
Parameter. Path. Yes.
Now, what is the status code we will get?
200.
200. And response body will come? Yes.
Yes.
Now, which query?
Select
With
with
you can give only primary key, right? Whatever primary key you have. In real time, it can be any key, right? But here in our case, in case of JSON server, query any key. Let me discuss this thing practically now. Now, for example, I want the record. I want which record? Hold on, mute kar lo please. The record where ID is Ravneet. Where ID is Ravneet. Select star from table name where ID like Ravneet. Now here test case number 3. Add request. Rename it. Rama, things are clear? Test case 3 underscore get particular. Here, see. Which record I want to fetch? Slash Ravneet. Send.
okay.
Which record I'm fetching? Which record I'm getting? ID is
With ID, Ravneet.
where ID is equal to Ravneet. Now, for example, I want the record where ID is this one. So what I need to pass? Instead of Ravneet, I have to pass this ID value. I'm getting
Okay.
this one example of this thing. Which one?
Path parameter.
Very good example of path parameter. Yes, parameter always start with the slash, and query parameter
With question mark.
with question mark. Now let me show. Add one more test case. Add request. Rename it. Get query parameter. Now, how copy your URI till here, and
Question mark.
now question mark first name. Where
ID.
first name is equal to Ravneet. Which record I will get?
All three.
Which record where we have discussed query parameter with multiple as well. Question mark and ampersand, and path with slash. Right?
Right.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Will tell us like the request body data and which HTTP method, API specification documents for maintaining all the information related to the APIs, or Swagger. Swagger is a tool I will discuss. Or there can be some web portal as well, where dev team will update the
API.
APIs
No.
information, right? Request body, yes or no? No.
No, you said
Now,
no.
no. Now, how we will get to know which record? We have to define What we need to define?
Parameters.
Path parameter.
ID in the response body, no. And similar to which query? Delete.
Delete query.
Delete.
Now let me show. Add one more. Rename. Delete request. Now, which record I want to delete?
Deepak Kumar.
Deepak Kumar. You need to give the ID. For example, I want to delete where ID is
Ravneet.
Ravneet. And I need to select which method? Delete method. Save it, Control S. Which status code we are getting? 200.
200.
See
Yes.
in the file. The record Ravneet core. Only Ravneet record we don't have. Where ID is Ravneet, we don't have.
Right.
All the logs you can check here as well. Here you can see whatever activity we have done, all the information you can see here as well. From the from the UI, you can take all this information. Let me show. Let me take some very good. Let me show something. The Here I am entering the email ID. I'm entering the password. Now, when I'm clicking the login button, API will call, yes or no? Yes, it will call. How I will get to know? Right click here, then go to the inspect, and then you will get here network section. Which section? Network section. Go to the network section. Now, when you will click on the login button, you will see the API information here. Login button. Here you can see the API information. Request URL, which HTTP method, status code, all the information you can response. In the response, what we are getting. See. Clear?
On the left side, each and every URL is API, right? If we are calling one
Yes.
API.
Yes. Let me show some more example. For example, google.com. Uh, I'm showing something. Just a moment. For example, I have written here software testing. Now inspect it, or you can press F12. Now go to the network section, and after writing the software testing, press enter. You can see a number of this API has been called. This one. This is your API. You can see. Go to the request. You can see. What you are doing. You can see. This is your request URI. You can see. Get method. Status code we are getting 200. Right? Every information we can take from here as well. This is an interview question as well.